What is the secret of the cottage garden's charm? Cottage gardeners are good to their plots, and in the course of years they make them fertile. But there is something more, and it is the absence of any pretentious plan which lets the flowers tell their story to the heart. William Robinson recognized that the essence of a cottage garden was its simplicity and its artlessness. The look to aim for is one where the garden appears to be unplanned, but has in reality been thought out and planned quite carefully, and has the perfect combination of natural planting and subtle structure. A cottage garden is neither full of hard landscaping and high-tech gadgets, nor an untended plot of unruly plants. Achieving just the right balance is the art and the craft of cottage gardening.
Greetings!
And welcome!
For many years we have been slowly working towards creating a dreamy cottage garden that is not only beautiful to look at, but wildlife friendly too.
Mm-hmm.
We have a pretty small space, but we're doing everything we can to try to maximize it.
Yes. There's so much to learn about gardening, and I've been trying to teach myself by checking out books from the library, and we've been going to some local lectures, and we've been going to some local plant sales where we've just learned so much just by talking to the educators that are there to learn more about native species and how to attract pollinators.
And since we don't own the cottage, we're simply just renting, we can't do major improvements, but it doesn't hinder us for doing small, charming moments that brings us and the nature together.
Yeah, do the best we can.
So we thought it would be really nice to take you along our garden journey at the start of summer.
First, in case you're new here, my name is Lindsay.
And I'm Jonas.
And I would love for you to subscribe and join our little cozy cottage club here. And why don't you pour yourself a cup of tea or something nice, and let's have a cozy little chat about gardening. So recently we put a lot of extra effort into the garden because we had family coming to visit, and it's not every day that we have guests here at the cottage.
At least not two-legged.
Oh, that's very true. Later on, we're going to be sharing more about some other interesting visitors we've had at Cobweb Cottage lately. As hosts, we wanted the cottage to look its best, so we made a big effort on some bigger projects, including transforming an overgrown border and redecorating our bathroom into an inspiring gardening theme. Our bathroom looks out over the garden, so we wanted to extend that feeling inside. We found some thrifted frames and other botanical vintage decor to really tie it all in together. We also wanted the bathroom to smell like an herb garden after the rain, so we placed out some lovely lavender soap for our guests.
But our biggest update, though, was our new set of bath towels from Brooklinen that we would like to say thank you for sponsoring this video.
In case you aren't familiar with Brooklinen, they are a home goods company based in New York that creates high-quality home essentials at a fair price. For the last year, we've been exclusively using their bedding and airy linen sheets, which we adore. and we're excited to branch out into their bath collection. The towels are made of 100% Turkish cotton and are extra plush and instantly upgraded our bathroom to feel like a spa retreat.
I don't think we ever updated our bath towels since we moved to the cottage.
No, I don't think so.
It was like going from sandpaper to a luxurious B&B experience.
Yes, it makes such a difference in the day-to-day to have such super soft towels because you use them all the time, so it feels so nice to feel pampered in your own home. It's really worth the investment. It's so nice that you can mix and match from a wide selection of colors and patterns. We chose the colors eucalyptus green and ocean blue to match our botanical themed bathroom. Shop for your Brooklinen Super Plush Towel Move-In Bundle from the comfort of your home. We recommend the bundle because you save 15% off the set of bath towels, hand towels, washcloths, and bath mat. And we're happy to let you know that right now Brooklinen is having their memorial sale where all Brooklinen items are 20% off through May 31st.
So this is the perfect opportunity to try Brooklinen if you haven't already, or just stock up on your favorites.
We are big fans and we're so grateful to them for sponsoring this video. So as we head into summer, the cottage is just feeling so fresh, and it was so nice to be able to share that with our family that was visiting. And so why don't we talk about all the hard work we've been putting into the cottage garden?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So why don't we talk about all the planting and little updates we've done in the garden?
So our cottage are facing different conditions when it comes to sunlight and shade. In the front we have ferns growing and they really enjoy it. They look really happy there.
And we like them.
Yeah, but another border are facing the shade and has never really been touched.
We've never really even shown it because it's been embarrassingly overgrown.
So we thought it was about time for this summer to make an update.
So we finally just dug in there and pulled up all of the different weeds and some invasive species and planted native ones.
But to begin with, we started out by laying a new rock border. Mm-hmm. And it was really the puzzle pieces we needed to really see what we needed to see for everything else to fall into places. So with the new laid framework, it really helped us to picture the potential that this forgotten corner had hidden for so long.
Along the borders around the cottage, we're using a foundation of perennials, and we're trying to use native plants as much as possible. We're using goldenrods, black-eyed Susans, along with other beloved favorites, and to fill in the gaps, we're using colorful cottage-styled annuals. And then there's our containers and terracotta pots. By our kitchen door, we're using a mixed selection of terracotta pots for our herbs and strawberries. To have a collection of pots makes it easy to adjust the garden, moving them around where we notice they are more happy.
So what we have left is to find the right spot for our morning glories, and we have an old fence that we are trying to repurpose. I really think they would love to climb on those.
We sure hope so.
We are also going to plant some tomatoes and some other summer favorite vegetables, but we haven't really come that far yet, and we still need to figure that out. We are thinking perhaps a little pumpkin patch this year.
Mm. I've been getting a lot of inspiration about cottage gardening, and with all the research I've been doing, I've gotten so many ideas that I just am trying to figure out how to all put into a small space with what we have to work with. But I hope that this will be the most colorful summer yet. I'm really excited to plant as many flowers as we can, and hopefully we'll also be able to keep adding more charm to the garden with different things we can thrift. We're hoping to find a really nice bird bath and update the outdoor tables too. So we shall see how it progresses over the summer.
You're doing a good job so far.
You too.
So we have come to at least my favorite part of this video.
Yeah.
And that's to see the wildlife visiting our garden, and it almost feels so rewarding when it comes to life.
If you've been around here for a while, you know how much we love to talk about our Cobweb Cottage critter friends. So we thought we'd share about a few that we've seen recently.
So let's begin with a familiar face of our chipmunk Tibby. He's such a sweetheart.
Oh, we love him. He has been so active around the garden. When he first came out of hibernation, he was mostly just hanging out underneath our bird feeder and kind of going through the seeds there. And we were like, why isn't he coming back to his favorite little spot? Because last summer we would put out little pieces of fruit and nuts for him in this seashell, and he would come to the spot every day and enjoy his little treat, and it just melts our hearts.
And one time I remember very nicely, we forgot to put out the little treat. So he alone just went to grab some of his treats and returned to the spot.
One of the tomatoes. It's so special to feel like you have this little connection with this tiny little chipmunk. We want him to stay wild. We don't want him to get too used to us, but we love giving him little treats. And in some small way, it feels like we are making a connection, because now Tibby has had a female friend running around with him in the garden recently. She has been going to that spot too. So I saw her smelling our little geranium pot that we put out. It was just the cutest thing.
It feels like Tibby have taught her where the favorite spots are.
That's what we like to think.
So let's talk about the birds a little bit. And especially the hummingbird that we both associate with summer.
Yeah.
And we have really been waiting for its arrival.
We put out the feeder early.
Yeah, a week ago, just to be prepared. And in fact, today was the first time it arrived.
I know.
And it was so nice. And
you had been keeping track of when it had first arrived.
yeah, we have a
Last
little
summer.
notebook that we always write some nature notes.
Yeah. So last year you wrote down that it arrived around the end of May. And this year it arrived almost exactly in the same time frame. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Just-
that they remember the spot, this
Yeah.
little small corner.
So if you saw our spring garden cleanup video, then you saw that we built a bluebird house, and you even hand painted it.
So we had charmingly placed the birdhouse outside our kitchen window, and we started to lose hope that anyone would move in. But the other week we started to see some signs of a lovely bird family that were looking, they were in the market,
Yeah.
and they started to move in.
Yeah. So we were hoping for some bluebirds, but it's okay. We have some house wrens that are in there now, and they're really fun to watch. They're pretty interesting.
And maybe not the most colorful bird, but
Yeah.
they sing lovely.
So it'll be really interesting to keep seeing what happens throughout the summer as they, lay some eggs. And yeah, we can see it right through our kitchen window, so that's really fun. And we feel like the birdhouse really got the seal of approval, because when my family was visiting, their cat could not get enough of looking out the kitchen window, and it was just the cutest thing seeing her so interested. And wasn't it so sweet to have a cat visitor inside the cottage?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it really adds something.
It definitely made it so cozy. We think she really liked it here.
Yeah. So we can't forget the bluebirds in the cemetery.
Oh yes.
We have tried to stay away and keep a distance because we don't want to disturb them, because it seems like things are really going great for them.
Yeah.
And as we are in the topic of birds, you can with proudness wear the title Bird Rescuer.
Oh. Yeah, the other day when you were at the studio, I saw a tiny little sparrow under our feeder that just was struggling. It couldn't get up on its feet, and it looked like there was something maybe wrong with its wings. And I didn't know what to do. I Googled some stuff, and everything said to, not try to feed it or over stress it or anything like that. Thankfully, I was able to get in touch pretty quickly with a local wildlife rescue, and they said they were going to be able to come pick it up. And if I was able to get it into a shoebox and bring it inside, it would give it a chance to recover from whatever happened. Very carefully tried to get it inside and brought it in here. And I put it in like a dark, quiet corner, and there was a little hole in the box, and I could see that it just closed its eyes and was able to relax for a minute because it was really stressed outside. It's fighting for its life. So then they came and picked it up and took it away, and I really hope it's now living its best little bird life.
Yeah.
It was really broke my heart seeing it struggle.
But I think it's a good message that anyone can be a little bird's difference.
I was just so grateful that the rescue would take the time to come pick up a little sparrow, because they matter too.
Yeah.
The more that we garden and learn, the more we just fall in love with it. And even though we're making mistakes, it just feels like a beautiful journey to feel like you're growing alongside with your garden.
And we would love to hear in the comment section what you are growing where you live.
And before you go, don't forget to check out Brooklinen's Memorial Sale, where you can save 20% on all of their home essentials through May 31st.
And we would love for you to be like the bees and pollinate our channel by sharing it to a friend.
That would be lovely.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.